Now, the High Court in Pretoria is today expected to hear the main application in the standoff between illegal miners and police at that mine in Stilfontein. Now, the organisation Society for Protection of Our Constitution approached the court for relief for unconfirmed number of illegal miners. The court on Saturday granted interim measures pending the finalisation of the main application, which in summary ordered that the mine shaft in Stilfontein must be unblocked for emergency personnel and that no person should be blocked. Now, let's speak to our news reporter, Canny Maphanga, to tell us more about the details of this application. Canny, of course, this is a developing story, but it's been developing for quite some time. And now, with the latest court application that has been brought, what relief does that offer first and foremost for the miners?
Well, good morning to you, Sakina, and to the viewers at home. As those rescue operations continue in the northwest, the artisanal mining that is a prominent feature of South Africa's landscape will be in sharp focus at the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria. That is the main application for the Society for the Protection of Our Constitution will continue there. You may remember that on Saturday they were granted urgently those interim measures that would preserve the right to life for those suspected zamazamas, better known as artisanal miners. Essentially, what triggered this application by the society, which protects and upholds the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, particularly Chapter 2 of the Constitution, which focuses on the Bill of Rights, that are the fundamental rights that are afforded to all who are in South Africa, those rights such as the right to life. They approached the court on Saturday against the backdrop of the statements of the minister in the presidency, that is Ms. Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, who stated that they would not be sending help down to that mine shaft, and stated that those were quote-unquote criminals and that they needed to be quote-unquote persecuted. It is against that backdrop that this application was born, because the society is stating that it is in direct conflict with the Constitution and the obligations of government to uphold and protect the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, arguing that with these fundamental rights that are placed, they are in direct risk if they did not receive those interim measures. So you saw the court grant those interim measures for those suspected zamazamas that are in that shaft in the northwest. We're not clear of the number that are still underground, waiting for those rescue operations to take effect. However, those interim measures were granted to the applicants. However, they are interim, meaning that the matter must be fully adjudicated and there must be a full determination of the issues that are being presented by the society. So when you see us go to court at 10 a.m. later today, you will see all the parties make their submissions for the matter to be solidly adjudicated and for a determination to be made. And it's quite prudent to make it clear that the society is not looking for any order that would stop any of the government entities from dealing with the alleged criminality, but essentially are looking for an order that will protect and uphold the Constitution insofar as Chapter 2 of those Bill of Rights of the Constitution and those fundamental rights, and ensure that the preservation of the right to life is there, and that if they need health care, if they need water, if they need food and supplies such as that, that government is obligated to ensure that they receive that kind of relief.
Well, thank you so much, Canny Maphanga, clarifying for us what that order actually seeks. So Canny will be back with us later in the show, as well as we continue to look into that application and what it entails.